Hello, Kimberly. Let's see. Hello. Hello, Hope. Hello, Everyday. Listen. Second. Wait. Yeah. Hello, Holly. Hello. Welcome to Therapy Talk. If anyone wants to do Therapy Talk, make sure you hit like 2,000 likes. Hello, Conjet. So I'm trying to see what I can do to get the box out there. 1 second. Requires allowed. Oh, shows progress available. Let's see. Alright, so if anyone wants to do Therapy Talk, let me know. Hello, Kim. Hello. Hello, 685. Hello, user 2 something. Invite. Do you want to join? Who wants to join? Who wants to join the invite? Let me know. Hello, Miami. Hello, hello, hello. So if anyone hits 2,000 and sending me hearts up there, we can do Therapy Talk. Okay. We'll do Therapy Talk when it hits 2,000. Yay! Someone gave me a heart. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose, Ash. Thank you. We're doing Therapy Talk about relationships, so you can talk about any relationship you want and I'll be listening to it and giving you advice why I think it's best or not. Hello.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon, Naomi. How you doing?
I'm working now.
You're working now. Yeah. So,
Yes.
would you like to... One second. Invite someone else in here. Wait. Wait. Oops. Someone has joined off the live. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, I am gonna request anyone who wants to join here to share their relationship experience or anything, and I'll be there to do the talking advice if I have to. Yeah. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the rose, Ash. Yeah, so basically, who can hit 2,000 likes, 2,000 likes, I will be talking therapy. And this is like counseling. It's like my favorite thing to do is talk to people and listen to their problems. Don't you think it's fun listening to people's problems? Especially like my problems as well. I'll be like sharing mine and then you share yours. And then, yeah, we exchange therapy talk. That's how it is. Therapy talk. Because I want to let everyone know that this is very new to me. Yeah, so Naomi wants to join. What's in? Alright, so guest is offline. Don't know who else wants to join. Let me know. Let me know if you want to join. Let me know. But remember, I'm only gonna take someone on for 15 to 30 minutes at a time to talk about their problems. And you can tell me what problems you want, like relationship advice, about your partner, abusive partner, mental health partners that is in Christ, you know. Tell me like whatever you have, like comment down if you have to need to let me know. Sorry dear, I'm working right now, which is my internet connection is not working good, very good. I definitely understand Miami, and yeah, definitely understand that yeah, you don't have to like request yourself on here if you're working, but you can comment to me if you have to. Anyone can comment their advice on here, and then I'll just like, you know, let them know how they feel. Thank you, Miami. Thank you for the feathers. It's crazy, but thank you so much. So if anyone wants to like give any advice, problems, you can ask your questions and then I can answer for you. Thank you so much, Miami. Thank you for these hands, hearts. Thank you. What's her name? Luxa Creator. Would you like to join? Send invitation. If anyone wants to join, let me know. If they're not, let me know, because I'm gonna be talking to you about any relationship advice that you want, from boy to girl, because I've been to both of them, so I experienced both. Let me know if you want to join, and let me know if you feel like you wanted to give out the advice. Alright, so someone else has joined here. Yeah. So if anyone wants to request himself to join on here, let me know. It's like 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on the topic of your relationship wise. And this is free therapy talk, so it's not like, you know, like you're paying for a psychologist to do it, and I'll do it for free. I have a background in psychology, so I can relate to human beings on behavior issues. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you so much for giving me the hearts out there. Thank you. Hello. Someone left just in. Yeah, so today this is like, I'm gonna be here for 3 hours at least. 3 hours at least to show you how I can deal with any of your relationship problems here today. If you're up for it, let me know. Thank you so much. Alright, so anyone wants to request invites, let me know if they want to join. You don't have to show much of yourself, but you can join. Yeah, so yeah. Someone's inviting. What's an invite sent? Listen. Yeah. Anyone wants to join? Ask questions if you have to. Ask your relationship questions if you have any problems with your relationship, like if you're with a girl, or you're with a boy and a boy, or you're with a boy and a girl. Whatever questions you have, I can relate to it. So let me know. Hello, R. Someone just joined and got off. Hello. Hello, everyone here that is still on here. I am personally gonna share my personal experience as well, not just like experience wise on your relationship, but I'm focusing on mine and yours if that's the case. My case is, I'll give you a story of mine first, so you can have an introduction of mine. So I've been in this relationship for 3 years, and I was with an addict. An addict is like a person who does drugs. And basically what happened was he pretty much abused me throughout the years and emotionally and physically controlled me as well. And it was hard. It was hard to go through that situation. And then I have to get some restraining orders on to him. And yeah, it's not easy to deal with someone who doesn't really appreciate you for who you are. But they do love you, but they don't really care about like what you do for a living. Hello, Granny. Yeah, so basically I'm sharing my 3 years breakup relationship experience. Naomi wants to join. Let's see. Was invitation sent? Let's see. Who else wants to get on here? So basically I want to talk about my 3-year relationship, okay? So if anyone has not missed out, I want to share and let you know that I was with my partner Gia for the last 3 years, and he was a drug addict. And what I went through with him was I gained strength as well, and I gained love, for him. But it was not like an emotional connection that I can be with, because he doesn't show it to me. He doesn't really want to let me be where I am, because he doesn't let me like stream, example, or make music, because he controls me, and it's hard on me, and that's why I feel very, very sad inside, because I don't feel really happy with this love that I've been through, because it's not easy to love someone and then they are an addict, because I'm healing someone and they're destroying themselves. So that's why it's hard. Yeah, you're currently working. I can understand. Yeah. So right now, I want to let anyone know if they wanted to share some of their experience of abuse, good relationships, wisely, someone cheated on someone or not, let me know. So one thing bad about me was I done something wrong to my partner, my ex-partner, you can say, the 3-year one, where I kind of like cheated on him because he was not giving me the emotional attention, and it was really sad, and I really regret the whole situation. I regret the situation of, you know, not feeling, yeah, just not feeling the love, for him. Yeah, it's so painful, like, to go through that situation where someone that you love and then they don't give you attention and you have to move it elsewhere else, because they're not really like showing you that they want you. And that's what happened to me and Gia at that time, the first time we met. Yeah, so it's not easy to go through relationships when people who just don't know, where they are and what they want in their life with their relationship, because relationship wise is we need to know what we need and what we don't need, and for each other's needs we need to understand each other's boundaries. And if we can understand that, then there won't be any bad relationship problems, but then it has to be a balance, like at the end of the day it has to balance out from loving someone to supporting them and being there for them and be a team player as well, like just like a team, because relationship is a team. Relationship is not like, okay, you gotta make them become their your co-parents or your whatever it is, because you want your lover to support you but not be like your mother or father in a way. I've been through relationships where I've had codependent partners, in the past, and it was really hard to deal with codependent partners who don't really, like love you in a way, but codepending on you because they need you to do things for them, and that really is painful to see them codepending on you because they don't love you. Okay, so we got a request. See if anyone wants to join. Alright, so let's go back to my story. So I know that it really affects my mental health as well. Like, my mental health was really destroying itself in a way because of the abuse for my 3-year relationship, which is the current one I'm going through, the breakup and stuff. And it's not easy to love that person and try to heal that person because then they don't know how to heal themselves. And I can't change someone. The worst thing you can do in a relationship is control someone and demand and smother them. The reason why is because doing that, it will backfire them and it'll come back at you. And when they rebel on you, it's not your fault. It is your fault. I mean, it is your fault because when they rebel on you, it is your fault. But like I said, at the end of the day, someone who loves loves that person has to understand you have to give them time to change themselves. I did it for myself, and still, hello CFK. Yeah, still, the relationship wise is after going through that change and seeing them bounce back up and down and relapse, it's so hard. It's not easy. It's not easy because when they relapse themselves, it it makes you feel like you can't really like when they relapse themselves, it makes you feel like it's your fault. But it's not. It's them because they chose it the wrong way themselves. So the only way to make someone do something for themselves to make their habits change is to let them resolve it themselves. We can support them, or you can support them in a way, you know, as long as you don't force them to do things the way you want it. It's like being rough handled in a way, and it's hard. But like I said, love is not easy sometimes when it comes to relationships. Sometimes, like when you are in a relationship and you don't have feelings for that person because you lost all your feelings for them, but you're still with them. It feels like you're in a hole where you're stuck there in a rut where you don't even know where you are because you're lost, you're depressed, you're down, and you don't even know what you're doing. And that's where it affects most people in relationships because they don't know how to cope with their depressions or traumas and their yeah, they can't cope with they can't cope with they can't cope with let's just say they can't cope with their problems because it's too much for them. And loving in a relationship wise is hard because sometimes you have to like give a bit to receive a bit, you know, because sometimes like when you give too much, you give, and you don't get back, it can actually affect your love, and your energy and your feelings of where you know that you don't understand how to feel to feel secure with your needs because they're not fulfilling your needs back. And that's why it's hard. The love is not easy when it comes to any kind of love, like, but animals, yeah, they love you unconditionally, I'll tell you that. But humans, it's a bit of a balance. The worst trauma I've been through was being controlled, was being manipulated, being physically abused, mentally abused, and it was just like a headache for me because like I have to go through so much and it was not working well for me in my times when I was like going through a lot of these problems, you know, because like the problems is it's stressing me out, you know, because to the point where I'm gonna break out for myself, like mentally break out and like go insane in a way. Sometimes like I don't have I don't have suicidal ideas, but I embrace myself to do other things like self-care and self-love. That makes me happy because self-care and self-love makes me happy and makes me feel very secure in love. Like loving yourself is the best thing you can do before loving someone else, especially when it comes to like moving on from any relationship wise, like your exes and stuff, you know, because when you don't let go of your ex and you're going on with the next one to rebound back with that one, it can affect that person's mental health as well, because you're not really giving them the full potential of yourself. And that's why it's hard. It's hard and it's not easy. I know it's not easy because right now I know it's difficult to love someone and putting out there for that person, and it's really affecting the person, because like you put too much efforts into loving the other person, but you're using this person as a wall. That's why it's hard. Yeah, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I just got a message someone. 1 second. Wait. One second, sorry. Sorry, so sorry everyone. I'm sorry that I cut off because something happened and I have to like respond to someone. Okay, so 1 second. Alright, so right now, back to the topic of therapy talk with relationship advice. So, like I said, when it comes to someone who breaks your heart and you can't move on from them, but you want to like make a difference by healing yourself. The best way to heal yourself is to take your time. Take your time to heal by doing activities to forget the person wisely, and then moving to the next person and having fun with them, but not just fun, but like just taking it slow like a friend. Because like it takes one person to move on to a next person. Because I believe women like myself, but I'm a trans woman, and still I believe it takes, you know, one person to replace another person, but it takes a bit of time to move on from that person by letting go of that person slowly. Because when you let go of them slowly, they become where they are. Because it's not easy to just like bounce from one to another, but you can do it slowly by gradually taking your time to develop feelings for the other different person, and then that person that you used to be in the past is vanished, because it takes time to move from one to one. But not everyone can do that because they're holding on back, and that's why they're not allowed to give the energy to move on from a breakup, because a breakup hurts a lot, yes. And especially when it comes to me, loving deeply with someone, it hurts so much. Because at the end of the day, I know that when it comes to love, I am very intense with love. And I know that it's hard to let go of someone, especially when if you cut your piece of them onto you, and then it's like there, because right now I know that love is not the same when it comes to just like being there for one person, but being there for another person, and then it goes to multiples. Because when it comes to like people who may have multiple relationships from one to another, and the timeline goes from one to another, and the X comes to X, it's like a pattern. It's like a cycle. It's like a cycle of replacing and moving on, replacing and moving on. That's why I say, like, if I want to move on from someone, I'm gonna have to take my time to get to know another person, and then gradually, if I really, really fall in love with that person, then maybe I will move on. Because it's not easy to move on from the love that you feel was really special to you. And not everyone can feel that love, because it's hard. It's hard to get someone to show you. It's hard to get someone to show you their true feelings about you. And it's not easy because not everyone is genuine with their feelings. And when someone's not genuine with their feelings, it makes it hard. It makes it hard because you know why? Because you have to fight for it. But then if you don't fight for it, how can you make love together if love is so simple and easy? Sometimes you have to have a bit of spark. And you have to put a bit of like efforts. That's why I say fighting for love. It means putting efforts out there to show love on different dates, So yeah. Alright, we got a request soon. So, like I said, when it comes to forgetting someone and looking back at that person, it's hard. Because sometimes when you love that person so much and you don't get to fulfill the love and need for the person, but you hurt that person so much that they traumatize themselves, you feel the guilt at the end. That happened to me one time. That actually happened to me one time where I was pushing one of my relationships that was from when I was still in a boy's body at that time, to be with a girl. I brutally abused the other person from my previous ex. Yeah, I don't want to name anyone there, but that person, yeah, I regret that thing I did. And it took me 2 years to forget, like the guilt after like moving on, because I couldn't move on because I feel guilty for what I did. But at the end of the day, when it comes to like loving that person at the end, and if you really like truly want that person to be happy, you let them follow their wishes. If they want to let go, let them go. If they want to stay with you, let them stay. Because people get bored quickly sometimes, and they got nothing else to do because they don't really like spark their relationship around. They don't really, let's just say, they don't really like put efforts to go on dates. Like, just say like the first date was like the honeymoon, and then the 3 months later on feels like adventurous, and then the last minute was like in the next like 9 months to like 2 years to 3 is like dead dry when they don't put efforts to you. That happened to me. So even though I don't go through the longest relationship like 7 years and 8 years and 10 years, but I still know the pattern of how it works. And luckily, I have to like be honest with my feelings, because I'm sick and bored with a person that does not show the right love for me. It's because the spark's not there, the emotional connection's not there, the love that they provide doesn't feel like, it feels mutual, it doesn't feel like your true love. And when it comes to true love, it's hard because not everyone can like find their true love, but some do, and some stay to like to the 80s to 90s, you know, like together. It's like incredible, you know, because they're very practical with their relationship, you know. They're practical because they love to like build things together, like build a family together. And that's what relationships should be like. Relationships should be like building a family together in a way, and making let's just say build a family, but make more love. Yeah, make more love with the family. Yeah. So I just want to say hi night, you know, because right now, like, I don't want to just, you know, like be interrupted by people who comes in and I have to say their names. I want to like share my story, like how I'm doing a recording video. If I have to do a relationship advice video, but it's on live stream instead, because I do YouTube. YouTube is like you talk to yourself, and if you don't talk to yourself, you don't know how to do YouTube. So yeah, like I said, the breakup parts that hurts the most for me, it was from one of my ex-girlfriends back in the past, you know, because firstly, like you didn't love them, but you form a love at the end. You love them because you want love, but you didn't know how to love. And then when they show you how to love, they abuse you and control you in a way. And then when they left you empty-handed, that's when it hurts the most. Because when someone leaves you, it really hurts. Because like when someone who doesn't want to remain friends with you at the end, after the breakup, it kind of hurts more. But remaining friends with your ex, it can be hard because like the love that you have with them back in the past, you know, it's like the memories are still fresh sometimes. And when the memories are still fresh, it's hard to let go. Yeah, it's hard to let go. I feel like when it comes to anyone's relationship, if they want to share their relationship advice, or their problems, you know, like their situations, relationship situations, let me know. Like comment down below if you have to. Let me know like how your relationship is like, you know, because mine was not really the best. I've been through a lot, like ups and downs and ups, you know. It's making it hard for me to feel safe, because I don't feel safe at all. The worst one I've been through in my relationship, I'll tell you, was getting beat up, brutally beat up, and emotionally abused by the Scorpio man. I don't want to say his name, but I say he's a Scorpio man, and he's very scary. Imagine like when someone hurts you, screams to your eyes, screams up there, to the point where you don't cry because you cry and cringe and cry, but you cry without any sound. That's when it hurts the most. When someone abuses you and screams at you like a dog, no, wow, that's insane. Like, wisely, when it comes to any love life that I've been through, or love that you've been through, let me know how you feel. Don't be shy, just let me know, because I'm here for you, you know. I think there's 2 people up here, you know, and still, I think there's 2 people up here going up and down. Don't know if they want to ask a question about me, you know, about their relationship past, or if they want to ask my relationship past, or anything about relationship. Let me know, because I'm here. I'm here to show you how what it's like to express and vent yourself out, because sometimes it's good to vent. It's good to like express your feelings and let your feelings go. Or if you don't, then I don't know. But venting out your feelings really does help, you know, because it really does help. The reason why is because you're relieving all the problem in your chest and your energy that's been holding back from stress. And if you can let them go, it makes you live longer as well. Did you know? Relieving your tensions and energy from stress, from all these breakups and all this past, like, you know, love that you're in pain and you're, you know, holding back and just like being the victim. It's hard. It's best to let go and never look back if you have to. Because being in love with someone, it's not easy. It's hard. It takes a lot of time and efforts, you know? Like I said, at the end of the day, whoever wants to be in love, because I thought like, when it comes to like my first love, you know, it was not easy to let go. First love is like, it's like child. It's like high school, you know, high school love, you know. It's like fantasy love. It was not easy. The love for that was not easy. Because like, I'll tell you one thing. I was with a girl one time when I was, 16. Yeah, 16. And she was 15 at the time. And at that time, we got together because someone got me into talking to her in a way, and she liked me because of my looks and everything. But it was not the keyboard around behind me. It was someone else writing and setting me up with her. So when it comes to like loving her in a way, I just feel like it takes a lot of time to develop the feelings, you know, because when I was developing feelings for that person, it was very hard, like, because I didn't know how to love. But my first love, it was like more like I want to treat the person like a queen, you know. And at the end, it broke my heart because that person had like the previous lover still that they're holding back with their photos, you know. And when they hold the photos of their previous lover, it kind of like shatters you because you thought like it was your first love and everything, but it's not. At the end of the day, that day when I was like really like drunk, you know, I got like someone provoking me to get angry, and I was very drunk from drinking vodka, you know. And then I got really upset, and then I did the unthinkable by punching something like the window or something, and then, you know, my hands were like bleeding. And then from there, I just feel like it was, oh, I just feel like it was like a samurai movie. Like a samurai movie where blood was spewing everywhere. And I was in hospital. And guess what? The first person I called when I was in hospital? Her, in a way. And it was one of the hardest love to let go because, you know, it was my first love. First love it's not easy to forget, you know. And like I said, I know that I did a lot of bad things in the past. And I know that most of my relationships when I was still in a boy's body, still, like to say like because I'm a trans woman, whatever it is, blah blah blah. Let's just say that since I was like, let's just say since I was 1 second, sorry, I'm losing my mind. The last time when I was with all these girls, when I was in a boy's body and I was with all these girls, you know, blah 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 blah, they knew I was a girl. They knew inside. Somehow they're very good detectives, because girls can detect girls, and because of the behaviors and everything, they're very good at like picking up on clothes. Like that's how I know, because I'm a girl inside my brain, and I can see what clothes are these people doing, you know, and it gives me ideas how they react and stuff, you know, because sometimes like the energy around, like just say like example, my mom, she's like more like a man, to be honest. Like she has the energy of a man, like masculine energy. And then, you know, for me, it's like in between. I have like masculine, and then I have like feminine as well. And yeah, in relationship wise, it's hard. It's hard to be with someone when the energy doesn't connect and wire with you. Because the reason why it's hard. It's hard because the love that when you put up for someone and they don't connect with you, it makes you feel like you're not worth it. You're not worth it. You're not worthy for them, because they make you feel that way. But when someone very like, let's just say like they disconnect with you in a way, they don't really like talk to you in a way, and they just neglect your feelings and your needs and everything, and your emotion needs and your physical needs, it really affects your mental health. Because you know why? You go through like neglecting, jealous, depression, anger, everything like that, you know, because it goes like to the cycle where you go insanely like you want to kill yourself sometimes because of the love, that they don't give you. And then when they encourage you to kill yourself, that's not good. That's the worst thing you can do with a partner that does it. So like I said, if someone encourages you to do something like suicidal, I would not want to be with that person. And I would say, hey, that person is dangerous. And I would say, let it go. Let it go. Ooh, let's see who's here. So I've been talking about my relationship wisely, telling you how I feel with relationship advice and giving you some of my hints in relationship advice, because like the topics I talk about, it can be anything randomly from what I feel in the moment, and I tell you how it is. Because from my experience, I share you my experience. And then if your experience is different to mine, it's like, yeah, because not everyone's the same. Emotionally venting and relationship support, yep. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like emotionally venting and relationship support. Pretty much giving you advice. Let's see. Yeah. So basically what happened is, when it comes to like loving someone that really neglects like a lot of like your feelings, they just don't want to put efforts to say they love you, because maybe sometimes people fall in love for the wrong person. They pretend to love you, but they don't really love you, because they just want attention. That's the worst thing you can do, to have someone who's in that situation where you're loving someone, but you're not really loving them, but you want their attention, and then you don't really, really, really love them, but you just want to engage with them, and that's it. That kind of hurts the other party of the person, because the other party of the person is to say like, the guy was like, it's example, the guy's too busy with other girls while this other girl is in love with a guy, and then at the end of the day, you know, all she wanted was love and like his like his efforts and attention, but he gives it away to someone else and doesn't really care about her because he's cheating on her in a way. That's really bad, you know, because he doesn't find her attractive, you know, in a way, and doesn't really click with her, but he still wants to be in a relationship with her. It's the worst you can do is to cheat, you know, because that happens to people because they don't know how to let go. They don't know how to sort out situations. So I believe that love like that needs to like be let go in a way. I believe that if you're not honest with your love and you're not honest with your feelings to that person, it's better to let them go. It's better to let them go. If you can't be honest with them, better let them go. Because if you hide your feelings and say like, I love that person, but I don't really love them at all. Because that happened to me before. It happened to me when I was like thinking I was gonna love this person, but I'm not. But then I went to somewhere else because I want to have emotional connection with a woman instead of a man. Just so like, if I can't connect with a woman, I go with a man. And if I can't connect with a man, I go with a woman. Because sometimes that happened to me in the past. And I just realized it's affecting my mental health because I've been going around in circles chasing for something that doesn't really give me the benefits of what I am with, you know, because the worst thing you can have is chasing someone who doesn't really emotionally give you their time. Because time is really important. We all do things together, you know, like we work, we like shop, you know, we like hang out with friends and do things like that. But I have my own hobbies as well, so I don't really like do a lot of those like superficial hanging out with people that I don't know, you know. But yeah, like I said, I know at the end that at the end of the day, you have to like balance the love with someone. Balancing the love is like showing them that you care, showing them that you appreciate what they do for you, showing them that you are 100% honest with your feelings for them in a way, and having a intimacy talk, because intimacy is really important, and that's where it builds the emotional connection, like through texting, through communication, through eye contact, through body language, you know, like those things really help. Because I know for a fact not everyone knows how to connect with people on a base level. They stick with a person because they got nothing else to do but codependent on a person. For me, I was like that before. Codependent because I thought like I was alone. And I don't want to be alone. So I had to stick with that person. But I realized like letting go of someone is better than sticking with that person and being miserable in that relationship, you know? I believe that love does take a lot of my energy, because when it comes to like giving and taking, it takes a lot. Okay, so I almost like rant for an hour about relationships. So who is here that wants to share their stories of their relationship, you know, like let's see. Yep. So who's here to share their relationship wisely? Tell me exactly who wants to share their story of their relationship, like the worst or the best, like giving, and then I can give you advice of what went through that time, because I have to have someone who can dig through my relationship, or I talk to myself to dig it out myself, because sometimes it's good to talk to yourself and write yourself what you feel and what you reflect on and observe back and forth, to know why it didn't work out. Because I know for a fact that love was not easy for me from the start. It took a big hold on me. Like it tore my freaking heart, And I was bruised throughout those years. And one time, I have not let go of someone for like 12 years. It was the crazy love that someone that seeks your attention, but you don't get the love back from them. So that's where I went through. And it hurts me a lot because of that. And from there, I just feel like it's not okay. It's not okay to love that person. So I decided to cut wires and ended my feelings for them. Yeah, so I feel relief. I feel like super like lift up from like what I have to go through. And it's not easy to feel love and not to feel the same with someone else, because, like, if someone wants to love you, say, Jay, invite you to co-host. No, I don't want to co-host, no. I don't want to be a co-host. I want to be a host. So, right now, because I have ADHD sometimes, I fidget in my hands. I can't really, like, just be in silence sometimes when it comes to a camera on a phone where it's, like, on there. I just can't be silent sometimes. I just feel like if I'm silenced, I feel awkward myself and I feel shy. Because I'm very shy on here sometimes. I'm just letting you know how I feel, everyone. Yeah. So I really, 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 really just want everyone to know that if you're with a relationship, like just say the girls out there just partying, dancing, doing things like that, and the guy just lets her do it, it ends up having a problem down the track because, like, yeah, you keep giving her free options to, bypass something else. Like, just so, like, you have a best friend with someone that is in your relationship and it's, like, the opposite sex. Like, just say, like, just I'm with a guy and he has a girl best friend. Okay, so what happened is, but this doesn't happen because I'm just telling you one of the stories of one of my friends that had it. So, yeah, so just say, like, so let's just say, like, she had a guy that had a girl best friend. And the girl best friend was talking, connecting more attention to that guy than with the other girl. And then the other girl doesn't want her to feel jealous, but she feels jealous, but she can't handle the jealousy. She can't handle the jealousy. So one day, something happened. Something happened where the boyfriend of hers cheated on her with his best friend is a girl. Yep. And it was really, like, terrible at that time. Like, I didn't know, like, how I was comprehending the story, but I just feel like it was upsetting for her in a way, and it upsets me as well to see her hurt that way. Yeah, she's one of my good friends, back then. I don't like to name people up because I like to keep it confidential here, So yeah, it was pretty sad to have, like, people who don't set boundaries when it comes to relationship wisely. But because if someone trusts you, it's good. But sometimes, like, if you give them too much options to do things, it can actually happen, because sometimes like people will try to attempt to like steal someone away from you, and it happens a lot. Like just say like someone try to approach me, try to steal me away from my partner. It can happen sometimes, because sometimes like you fall for the games, you fall for the trap. You know, it's hard, because sometimes like the other person's not really fulfilling your needs, and they're not really there for you, but they're doing something else. This happens with cheating and things happens, you know. So yeah. So if anyone wants to talk with me right now about their relationship, let me know. Let me know if you want to talk about your relationship, you know, about like how you feel, what you go through, you know, with your problems. And I'm here to listen and give you advice. I just know for a fact that every time when it comes to my love, I don't know how I can handle, you know, the love sometimes, because it overwhelms me. I let it too quickly. You know, it hurts me, because when someone really cuts me, when I put my heart on my sleeve, it really breaks me off. You know, like it breaks my heart to put my heart on my sleeve and showing love to someone, and then neglecting my love. That really affects me in my mental health, you know, because it makes me have depression, PTSD, depression, and all this sort of like mental health problems, you know. Yeah, so like I said, I do love relationships, but the thing is, right now I'm currently single after the breakup, you know, for the 3-year relationship with my ex-partner, boyfriend, you can say. But I feel relief that it's let go from the way, and I feel relief that it's more like softer now, where I don't have to be there for him because he's so codependent on me, you know, because when someone's codependent on you, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like you're their mother to them, you know. So that's how I feel. Like I was mothering a big child, you know, and it's hard on me. Like I said, this is one of my worst codependent relationships I've ever been through, because I've never been through a codependent relationship with a person who lives with their mother. So yeah, it upsets me to see that he's not really ambitious, doing things to make it like a team, you know. And plus, like the drug wise, it was wow. Drugs. I don't like drugs. Uh, I just feel at the end of the day, when it comes to like putting your heart on your sleeve and showing love to another person, and another person who doesn't want to give back to you because they think you're too intense and scary to them. That happened to me, because I do love intensely. I do love crazy, but like it's not easy, because sometimes like my Scorpio energy comes out with Venus and Scorpio, showing my intensity to that person, and that person doesn't really want to give back the wise love that I push out to them, because sometimes like Scorpios are very intense. They can be very pushy with their feelings, and it can really affect people sometimes, especially with Venus like myself in Scorpio. But I don't want to say much about it, because like this topic is not about like astrology. It's more about like relationship advice, you know? I'm gonna see how things go for a bit. So if anyone wants to ask a question right now, feel free to let me know how you can ask me a relationship question. Show me how you feel if you want to let me know how you feel with your relationship so I can like wisely give you some advice. I give good advice because like I can really attune my empathic self to that person's feelings and know how they feel. Yeah, so basically, sorry about my throat, sorry about the coughing and stuff, Like I said, when it comes to love, when you have someone who's so not loving you because of, let's just say like, they love you, but they only love you for something and not like in return. Like just say like they love you for your body, but they don't love you for who you are exactly. Like personality wise. And it's really hard when it comes to that situation. It's called like being used, like in a way. Like when someone uses you, they just use you for your body. They don't really care about you. And it happens to majority of girls like myself as well, I realize like it's very hard to let someone in because you don't want to give like something out for them to like, you don't want to give out like nice like standards out there, like easy standards for them to like bypass you. You want to show that you are like glorifying yourself as a person who has respect and morals of yourself, to see yourself as like a very mature person who can actually like self-love themselves and not really like self-hate themselves and just put themselves out there for people to like abuse. That it's crazy. So like I said, at the end of the day, I just know that my love, it's still fresh, after someone rejecting you from the 6 months of loving someone. It's hard. Like I was like in love with this girl. I was in love with this girl. I was in love with this girl for 6 months. And then at the end of the day, I wrote her a letter. And I wrote her I gave her a teddy bear and a letter together with perfume sprayed on with my favorite one on there. And then from there, what happened is she appreciated it, but it seems like she's just playing it off on me. But I just feel like at the end of the day, what I did was like put myself out there for someone, and it turns out they just don't want me. Maybe because I was too much for them. Maybe because I put out too much efforts for them, and it's hard. Yeah, so when I put out too much efforts for someone, it just like blows my mind away. Like it just makes me feel like I can't be myself anymore because I'm lovesick, When you're lovesick, like in love with someone, like you feel like shy, tingling feelings, like butterflies in your stomach and everything. Yeah, it's hard. But right now, I know for sure love is not easy to like take and receive, because like I know for a fact that whatever I do on here and showing you my true relationship advice and my experience, It's just like I'm putting myself out here because I want you to know that love can actually be very good. But free relationships. Free relationship advice, yes. Yes, Brian. If you want to ask a question about your relationship wise, you can comment, or you can actually be on here if you want to go on a request to talk to me in person. I'm happy to talk to you for like 15 minutes at least. Let me know if you wanted to join, let me know. But otherwise, if you don't, I can still continue with my rant on relationship wise and advice. Yeah, so I should say if anyone doesn't want to join, it's fine. But right now, like, I know that I was born from, yeah. Invite Vern to join, guys. I don't know. Do you want to join? Do you want to join the chat with me? Brian, do you want to join the chat with me? Let me know. Comment down below if you want to join. So, like I said, relationship, I've been through both ways. You know, like, I'm bisexual, so I've been through boy to girl to boy. You know, like, it's really like, it's not the same like with any other people, but it's just like different preference, what they like and what they don't like. You know, like, just like guys, they like their masculine things like cars. They're like let's just say like guns. They're like all these kind of weird things that I'm not really into that stuff. You know, like they're just like themselves. You know, they just like being masculine. Like, you want a loyal relationship, yeah. So the best way to be loyal in a relationship is to show trust to that partner and be showing them that you are emotionally securing them. Like, just so, like, girls like to feel emotionally secured. If you make her feel insecure with her emotions, like, just say like you're going out with the boys, you know, and then you go out with the girls and you hang out with all the girls out there and stuff like that, and interacting with other females, that can actually affect her emotionally security. So if you can make her feel secure with her energy and your energy, then yes. But otherwise, it's hard. I do not want to join code host, no. At the end of the day, I know that it takes a lot of you know, like, habits to change from one to another, you know, because like being single is easy because you can do anything you want, you know. But when you get into a relationship, you know, it's hard because at the end, why is it hard? Because you have to adjust your let's say routine. Your routine is gonna be different. It's not gonna be like, okay, you're sleeping on your own. You're gonna be sleeping with someone besides you, and it's gonna be a different person. It's not gonna be the same with what you do, and your hobbies are not gonna be the same. It's gonna be different. Everything is gonna be different because, like, just so, like, the girls is doing makeup, you don't have makeup in your house. Whatever she has is skincare products. Maybe you have skincare products, but not like the same as hers. Because only the one I love with my heart betrays me. Yeah, so whatever she did, it's it's not your fault. I mean, it's not your fault. It's her. Maybe something happened. It's maybe because she. I'm not sure exactly, but was it more like your love? Was more like, do you give her like anything that she wants? Because sometimes, like, girls out there, they don't love you with their heart. They love you with their money. You know, that happens sometimes. But when a girl loves you with their heart, they will be there for you for thick and thin. You know, like my partner and me back then, just an example. He never had a car. I had a car. And then afterwards, when I worked with him and building him up, he had a car for himself. That's how I know that I was loyal to him, because I know that relationship was like building up as a team was the one thing wisely. But I think like maybe if you with the wrong person, with the girl, whatever it is, but I don't know how long it is, because I don't know your history of your relationship with that girl. But like I said, she betrays me. Like you said, she betrays you. Maybe because you didn't offer her and feeling her emotional needs and her physical needs. Because people betray someone when someone doesn't met their needs. And sometimes like maybe like maybe you're in the wrong relationship with her, or she's in a wrong relationship with you, because you feel like she's not there for you because she's, you know, like putting her attention on someone else, because you're not really fitting her needs. Or maybe she's just like one of those ones that just like loves attention, then she's not the right one, because she's not really ready for a serious relationship, you know? If someone who just parties and doesn't really want to commit and doesn't want to just put their love out there, you know, it's hard. Hi, Super So. Yeah, so like I said, when it comes to like someone who doesn't want to really commit to you, they will act like they're single still. They'll act like they're going parties. I cut myself from going to clubs. Like just say like I'm the girl who cuts myself from going to clubs. I'm the girl who doesn't really like go out and hang out with random people, like, you know, from the opposite sex, like, you know, like with boys. I don't do that stuff because I respect my partner. If a girl respects you, she will not do any of those things. And maybe like she didn't respect you. Maybe that's the reason why. Because like maybe like you are not really like communicating wisely with her right, or she may be like not communicating right with you, or maybe your star signs or something clash or something. I'm not sure, but like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy, Brian, to see that relationship that you went through, that it's like that. But this is what I'm feeling, you know, like just to tell you that, you know, because I physically can't really see the relationship itself, but I can like imagine how it feels to go through it, you know, because I'm empathically seeing where you're coming from. Is there anything else you want to ask Brian or anyone else? My friend, the sadness is that when someone loves you, my friend, the sadness is that when someone loves you, you express your love to them, but why do people do wrong to them? So, the sadness is when you love someone loves you, and then your expression, your love to them, but you do something wrong to them. Like, are you, like you said, like you love that girl, yeah, and she makes you do the wrong thing. Maybe like arguments. You know, arguments. Some people don't know how to really calm the arguments down. You know, like the temper of a person. Like sometimes like girls provoke you. They expect you to hit them or something like that. You know, like, or girls hit you and you don't hit them. But I said to you, girls and boys should not hit each other in a way, because I raised kids like that to not do that, you know, because when I was with my 3 kids back then, I have seen that happening, and I make sure none of the kids do that to each other. But like I said, sexes should not do things to each other that way, because it really is not fair. And I'm on the equalizing side. But remember, male and female are not equalized. Remember that, yeah? Because females emotionally think, males logically think. So we are wired differently. And it's hard because like emotional is like talking about feelings and how you feel. Where the males will be thinking like, okay, what's this gonna happen with this scenario A to B? Like, it's just like logical things, because I'm not really a logical person, but I'm more emotional based. So it's hard because like I have a female brain and it's annoying sometimes, like with your expression feelings, and you like to talk, you like to connect, you like to bounce back and forth. But yeah, so when someone expresses the wrong things to you, telling you hurtful things, and abuse you, hurt you with their words, the worst thing to do is being emotionally abused by girls. Like they hurt you so badly with their words instead of physically slapping you. That's dangerous, because it can actually affect your mental health. It can make you go through depression, PTSD, traumatizing, feeling like you're the victim, feeling like, it's all your fault and everything, like that kind of thing. Yeah, it's bad. I've been through that as well, so I know how it feels, because I've been with females. Yeah, so, it's hard. It's not easy. Is there anything else you want to ask, Brian? If you're still here, let me know. Or else anyone else want to ask, or else I'm just gonna tell you more simple things. Some people fall in love with it at the start and then hate it later. The reason why is because you're bored. You're bored. You don't really like connect with that person anymore because the spark's gone. The reason why is because like you've grown out of the love, and sometimes it happens to people. But remember, some people grow out of love, like because the person doesn't put efforts together, because it takes two to make something happen. If it doesn't happen, then it needs time to work on its own. That's why relationship counseling happens and wisely for some people, because like not everyone does relationship wisely counseling, because they don't know what to do with their relationship. They're just like broken throughout the walls. Like I said, at the end of the day, some people get bored with their partners because the partner just like really like suffocates them or controls them or does something that really annoys them. If you know each other's boundaries and you respect each other's boundaries, then no one is hurt. I'm very broken. Aww. That's not really good. Well, I feel for you. I really feel for you, Brian. I feel your heart. I know you're in tears inside. I know that you're crying inside because like the girl broke you inside, because like she abused you. She probably like do something bad to you in a way. She probably like cheated on you in some way. Who knows if she does it or not? But I'm just giving you hints and stuff. Like, okay, if she does those bad things, it's gonna be hard to let go. But the pain is there. I know. But tears, you can shed your tears and walk away and build yourself up and self-love yourself again. By having motivations, by having someone who can be there for you to support you emotionally if you have to be. Because like the worst thing to do is to bottle up your feelings and not talk it out. When you're not talking out your feelings, it really affects your mental health. That's why counseling happens, when someone can talk about their feelings to relieve the tension energy. And I know you are very sad inside. You're very like lonely inside right now because you have no one right now to love you. And it's hard. And when someone loves you, they wouldn't have done that to you. But I know sometimes like, the wrong people come to your life is a lesson to learn. It's like I've been through like all these kind of bad lesson learning in relationships, like from breakups to replacement, and I really hate replacement with someone, because like when you look back and forth, it's like around. I don't like to have like a bunch of relationships that doesn't work out. I'd rather have like one or two that works perfectly fine to the end, but I prefer one. But the one doesn't happen because like everyone keeps like screwing me up, you know, in a way. Today's love is with the one who had a good home and job. Yeah, yeah. But for me, it's like I've been with like my partner. My partner is like he doesn't work. He's on Centrelink, and I try to put him in because I'm trying to build him up with me. I say to him, my ex-partner, you can say 3 years, you can say, but some girls do love you without money or with money at least, because girls are expensive. We have like requirements sometimes, like you gotta take us on dates sometimes to make it a memory, because girls like memories and we cherish memories so bad. So when a person dies, he doesn't take these things with him. Everything stays here. Yeah, that's true. Because remember, money comes and go. At the end, you know, materialistic people, when they you know, like cherish too much about it, you know, they're not gonna have a good life. Trust me, because then they're just alone inside. Like just so like there's girls out there that are up with rich men and stuff, you know, like just going for like, you know, like cruising on yachts, you know, partying at like celebrity houses and stuff, you know. Those things are just temporarily to them. If they're marrying a rich person, it might make them feel like they're living a lifestyle, but that lifestyle is gonna deteriorate later on when they grown old out of it, you know. Because like we females, you know that, you know, we're not gonna be like young for the rest of our lives, you know, because sometimes females don't feel like, you know, like they don't respect themselves too much, you know. They just like having a good time and thinking like, okay, it's now and there. Because right now, the modern days, the females now these days don't really cherish true love like how it used to be. But I still stick to my traditional love. As long as like you love me, you take me on dates, even though like, even still through relationships, you know, because you want to make a memory with me. And when you're 50-50 with the girl, you know, like I say to you, don't ever do that, because it will make her don't respect you at the end. Because it happened to me. From your religion, my religion Christian. Oh, so you're a Christian like me. So I'm a Christian as well. So congratulations, Brian. So I believe in love, but you know, like, because like we all sin at some point, but I don't want to talk about like religion right now. But I said to you, at the end, you know, like we all make love at some point, and then we want to wait to the right one, but the right one doesn't come, because you know the right one always like finish last at some point, and it's hard. You can't find someone who is like really like perfect, because not every girl's out there is perfect, you know. And remember, you can't just like say, hey, this girl has to tick all these boxes to be my girl, you know, like that kind of thing. It's not okay, you know, like to have too much standards, you know. Like sometimes, like for me, I downgrade myself one time, and I know that it's bad, but I don't feel very good when I downgrade myself to love someone, and I have to like put more efforts into their relationship, because I feel like it should be a 50-50 balance in a relationship to make things work. Not 50-50 with financially, but 50-50 in putting efforts in love together. Because like I believe like at the end of the day, you know, the man, I believe men should be like the provider, and females should be like the supporter. And that's what I am. I'm a supporter. Even though I was born in a provider body, but I was not a provider. I was a supporter the whole time. I have always wanted to marry someone from another country since childhood. So, if you want to marry someone from a different country, because we don't want to put too much topics from, but this is related to relationships, so I'm gonna answer it. So basically, when you want to marry someone from a different childhood, because you want to experience the culture, or maybe because like your experience with wanting that kind of girl, because like she might like have these kind of traits and qualities, but maybe she looks different because of her race. But yeah, loyalty girls, Christians, yeah, I'm a Christian girl and I believe in loyalty. But the thing is, like, at the end, I can't do much when someone can't fix themselves in a way where it's too much for me. And I don't want to dwell to the point where it affects my mental health. So sometimes, like, it just imagine if you were doing drugs, like my partner, okay, so my ex-partner, you can say, and you were pushing me to do drugs to the point where I lost my mind and I'm not myself anymore. That would bruise me really bad, to the point where I have to like forgive and let go, because I can't like deal with that kind of situation. But yeah, yes, if she is loyal to me, I will be loyal to her for the rest of my life. Yeah, definitely, because like I know men stick with their words, females stick with their emotions. So yeah, but females, because I watched some kind of video last time, they say females intend to like forget their other partner really quick, and that's kind of true. After like when I move on with, my next partner, I just but males, they intend to like let go longer, in a way. But for me, I know that if it happened in the past, so I believe that's where it is. Hello XC, whatever it is, But the thing is, like, at the end, Brian, I want you to know that you want to find the right love, yeah? The right love. I want to support you. Can we talk? Yeah, you can talk. You can tell me what you want, or else you want to be on live. If you want to be on the invite, just let me know. Because I know for a fact that at the end of the day, that I am here, and this is my first live doing talk therapy with everyone here. So I want people to know that relationship wisely, it takes 50-50 together to make one together. Because from me, like, because I believe like supporting your partner, being as a wife, like being a wife, because I've done a wife role already. But the thing is, like, it does suffocate me sometimes, but I say to myself, I believe in traditional sacrificing sometimes to make someone happy, because you want to make them happy. But if you're not happy yourself, and you're doing all that kind of things, it's kind of hard, because like wives don't get the recognition for doing their job as a wife, and it's hard. Because males, they get their careers out there, they get recognitions, they get all the CEOs, they get the manager roles, they get all that kind of, like, whatever roles they do. Still, they get recognized as like, okay, I got a job. But wives, they don't get recognized as a job, because it feels like they're slaves, in a way. It's kind of sad. But I said to myself, when I was like supporting and being a wife household, my experience, I said to myself that when I was a wife experience, is I put so much out there for that man. At the end, he doesn't want me anymore, kicks me out, blah blah blah, boot me out when I'm raising the 3 kids. Yeah, there you go. It's hard, because like when you're mothering the kids, and you're looking after them, and you're actually like, like putting yourself out there just to clean and cook, teach the kids if you have to teach the kids. It's like you're doing like non-stop job chores and duties, and you don't get paid for it. And that's the reason why wives don't get like respect, because yeah, it's a job at the end, being like a nanny, pretty much. Is there anything else you want to say right now, Brian? Or anyone else want to talk right now? Let me know. Because, yeah, if anyone wants to talk, if XCGHJK is still there, let me know. Because I want someone to tell me how it feels to be, you know, like where you are and stuff. Because I've experienced like the life of whatever it is, but I never lived like to be a provider and stuff, because I can't do it, because I was never like brought up with the brain in DNA to think wise that way. And that way it was like more like, yeah, I could never be a provider. I liked being a supporter, because like I don't like being a fighter, means provider. I like being a supporter, means healer, means heal. So like it's like a video game. Guys like playing video games. I still like my video games, but you know, like just like the class games you play. Okay, so if you're a healer, you're a supporter, and if you're a fighter, you're a provider. You provide things. Your heart clean, good. Yep. Yeah, my heart is cleansed by Jesus and everything. So I'm very, very traditional wise, just to say like, hey, I'm very humble. Like, I'm just real. I'm just honest, you know. I'm just not fake. People out here can be fake themselves, but since I'm on a live show, there's nothing like, you know, I can hide, because you can see everything what I'm doing. And there's no like, okay, posing because I have to think differently. But yeah. Yeah, Jesus Christ loves me. Yes. I'm blessed by the Lord. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I just say to myself that loving someone, regardless of gender, you know, whatever it is, sex or wherever it is, no one should judge someone for that, you know, because I believe love should be unconditionally, like, love without being hate, you know, because sometimes, like, people will love you or hate you because you're different. Like, just say me, I'm born differently because I'm born from the opposite sex to this sex, you know. Yeah, because I had, you know, whatever it is, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so basically at the end of the day, my brain's wired to be a female and my sex is a female, and I'm very happy with it, you know. Happy with it. People keep saying to me, like, one time, just say, I'm just giving you some of my personal experience stories. They say, oh, well, what happened? Why don't you keep it? I'm like, no, it's not what I want, you know. So and at the end of the day, whatever the doctor made, he did a great job. So yeah, there's no complications. It's good. But let's just say, at the end of the day, love needs time to heal. When you've been broken, when you've been broken inside, Jesus can heal you by showing you the right person to be with, you know, or Jesus will guide you to the people who can guide you with advices and stuff, you know, or give you the key of your heart so you can be who you are. Because at the end of the day, you know, love, it can be at first sight, or it can be through meeting someone from somewhere else, like online, or, you know, just say like you meeting someone from public places, you know, that happens, you know, and it's like faith happens and you meet that person in a way, and it's incredible, but it's a blast as well. Yeah, so if anyone wants to say anything else, like right now, Brian, anyone else, let me know. Because, you know, like, is there anything else that traumatized you right now, Brian? Or how you feeling right now anyways? Why is it, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? I want to know, what is your feeling right now? Like, what's your state of mind? Hi, Nam. So I just want to know, what's your healing right now? I can't believe this is my first 3 hour live today, soon to be, and I'm very like impressed that I have made you feel better about yourself, Ryan. That you feel a bit like more like someone's there to like support and give you advice. That it's not the end of the world, you know. Remember, the ones that doesn't like you because you're with that person, the friends in the crowds, wherever it is, they're not for you. Yeah, so I realized at the end of the day, falling in love with a girl and being broken by that girl, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. Matthew 6:34, yep. I haven't heard that verse before, so I don't know what exactly it means, but yeah. Live one day at a time and don't worry about tomorrow. God will take care of your tomorrow. That's exactly right. Never worry, because God always like, you know, that's why I never like worry too much right now, because before I was worried too much back in the days, because majority of times women worry. For me, I used to be like that, and now I cut that behavior out, because you know why? I believe that cutting that behavior out makes me more like relaxed. I don't have to like think of like bad things happening, like, you know, doubting things, because like majority of times women doubt, worry too much, and they're just stressing too much, like me. But I intend to cut it out, because the toxic energy, I learn how to release it off by just praying to myself. Yep. So I do pray, or I do like, I don't meditate. I don't meditate, but I pray, and I cast out like things out. But I don't want to say anything else here, because it's more about like being, you know, like self-love. Self-love yourself, that you don't have to worry because you have something else to focus on. Some people don't have like time to focusing on something else. They worry about too much about their other partner's behavior or something, because there's no trust in there. Because when you have no trust in your partner, you intend to act that way, and that happens to people who are like that. I was spiritually married, but I was not really officially married. But I'm single, yes, but I'm not married. Yeah, it's hard. You know, the best thing to do in a relationship is, you know, it's hard, because sometimes like when you have kids, you know, you don't have time for your partner sometimes, because like since I was mothering the kids all day long, like 24 hours almost, there was only like 2 hours with my partner, and I just don't feel like, you know, I could do anything much with him. He was using me like a piece of meat for like, yeah, just to boom boom, you know. It's just, yeah, it doesn't feel right. It feels like at the end of the day, like there was no like give and take. But I believe like love should be like more like give and take, you know, like give and take, you know, like if you give out too much, and you don't receive, you're just gonna suffocate and resent yourself and just break yourself off, and that's what happens. Yep. So okay, so I have an idea. The relationship that I was wisely with, you know, a Lebanese, you know, like a Lebanese. Like I've been with a Lebanese man, and I could say they're not really the best, you know, because I've been dating in my previous relationship I was with, you know, just recently, not too long ago. He's just like the same race as me, Asian, Vietnamese. Oh yeah, so I just answered you that. Where are you from? I'm from Australia, Melbourne, and I'm Vietnamese. So Vietnamese, Chinese. I just feel like it's hard being a Vietnamese traditional girl, because like, you know, like when you're with like your, let's just say, the mother-in-law and stuff like that, but just say like my ex-partner lives with his mother and expects me to be the wife without the ring. Wow, it's like I fulfill the roles, but I feel like she take over my roles. But the thing is, like, I feel like at the end of the day, they look down on you because you're different in a way, because like, you know, they're trying to compete with you, and it's not really nice. Like just so like at the end of the day, like I respect his mom and everything, you know, like whatever she did was good and raised him up, you know, but like competing with me and stuff like that, it's not okay. Like you shouldn't. If you're gonna be raising, if you're gonna be with the girl, and you're with your mother and stuff, you know, never compare your mother with your girlfriend or whatever your wife is, you know, because I said to you, it's gonna backfire. The wife will leave eventually because they're sick of the competition in place. Hi social, how you doing? So let me know. Yeah, so like people who are very let's just say shallow with their relationships, you know, like just so like they're not really upfront and honest with their heart, you know, and they're not telling you like how they feel about you. They just like make up lies and stupid lies to play around with it, you know, and play with your heart, you know. Just be careful with them, because you know you don't know who they are, but they're one second, sorry. I just gotta share how this stuff. At the end of the day, yeah. So sorry. Someone called me just then. Sorry, but about that. If you let many others of the opposite genders be around you, then your partner is lost in the crowd. Yeah, that's true. That is exactly right. Like I said, like that's the reason why I do not like to be around the opposite genders, because they will be attracted to you at some point because you're beautiful in some way. It's just like that's in a girl's perspective, but or the girl's perspective to a guy is like more like he's handsome. I want him because he's giving me the attention that the other guy doesn't give me. You know, that happens. You know, and I've been through that before, so I know how it feels. At the end of the day, I just gotta say something. Just give me 1 second. All right, so sorry about before if anyone who doesn't stick by here, because the reason why. Yeah, so what I want to say is, yeah, if you put yourself in a situation where you know, someone who doesn't really appreciate you and put you in the wrong situation, it can actually happen because like people can provoke you and the demons can play with your mind, with that person's mind in a way to get things going in a way and lusting and all that stuff, you know. So it's bad, so it's not good. It's hard to find a loyal partner, unfortunately, which is exactly why I'm still remain single. Aww. I know how you feel because, you know, at the end of the day, I just know that the guys get it harder than the girls because girls get more approached than guys, you know, like I realized that because I've been living in both bodies. But I never like approach anyone because I don't like being I don't like to approach. I like being approached. So that's how I feel. Because I like to, you know, be the princess. And I believe in being the princess. Like I was Daddy's little girl and I'm still Daddy's little girl still, you know. I live like being the princess, you know, to him. At the end of the day, I know it's not easy. Like the whole entire time. You know, just remember, at the end of the day, love, who knows like where you find a girl, you know, like that loves you unconditionally for who you are and heal your broken heart, you know, and she's like there for you and she's like to embrace you better for yourself and build you up to be a better person. Like that happens to like some people, you know, like because I used to be that girl to build someone up, but then they don't really appreciate me and boot me off the cliff, you know. So yeah, because I'm about like business wise with a person and doing something together, like in a career wise, you know. Because like being a stay-at-home nanny, it just really like at the end of the day, like I like being a nanny, mummy, you know, like mummy to the kids, yeah. But I like to work as well. Why? Because I like to have like something that I'm passionate about to help others, you know, because like I like just so like I love dogs and I'm a singer and I like to sing songs because I like to heal people's souls with my magical voice. And that's what I like to do, is to heal everyone with my voice because my voice is soothing and relaxing and I want them to feel it through my tone. But yeah, at the end of the day, I really, really like to, you know, be a part of, you know, like, of someone's life down a track. I just like, I'm not getting any younger, you know, because I want her to settle down. And sometimes, like, when you have someone who doesn't want to commit to you, they don't really want to put themselves out there for you, it's hard. I think it's very hard to find a loyal person now. Yeah, it is. It is because like sometimes like you throw money at someone, and then they just like, okay, they're craving. Have you seen like, yeah, these girls out there that do experimentals? I've seen them because I've seen like how they're like with their shallow attitude, and you know, I'm not sure if it was an act or not, but majority of times like someone flashing money and stuff like that at me, you know, and trying to buy me, it doesn't work. I don't really allow someone to buy me. I used to like thought like that lifestyle was okay, you know, like being in with a rich man who can support me and everything like that. But it turns out that I do not want to have that man who is, we're codependent on him financially because to live a better life and make it easier for myself. Because I believe to myself that if I can build myself through with a man together and have a team, it makes it fulfilling for me and him, and with the kids as well. If I had kids, you know, right now, but I just see it like that. I just see myself like wanting to find true love, regardless of a male or female. Because you know why? I'm looking for that soul deep connection that really makes me feel like I can, burst my feelings out to that person deeply and feel like connected wisely and feel like I'm on a different level. Yeah, so yeah. That's how I feel towards anyone if I was gonna look for that significant person. Right now, so right now I just wanted to clarify myself, like how you feeling right now? How you feeling? Like, Brian, how you feeling? Did I make your day better today by talking to you? Just want to know, because I like to cheer people up, because I like to make a smile on their face, like, yeah. I just know at the end of the day, it's hard to connect with people who don't want to connect with you, but when you talk to someone, yeah, it feels good. You express very good. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Like, I'm glad that you came to this therapy talk session with me, because this therapy session is a very, very good one today for me, and it's my first time doing a therapy session on relationships, because majority of times when I was on live here back then, like, I used to sing, doing all these kind of like entertainment things, and I just want to put my psychology, relationship wise that I know to the test, So yeah, I'm so happy today. Well, I'm glad you feel so happy, and that's so good. Like, I feel you right now. I feel like you have a bright smile on your face. You feel like someone's talking to you, and that person is me, and makes you feel like you're a human being, and you feel like you're being seen by me, and that makes you happy, right? Because like, I don't want to make people feel like they're less of someone. I want them to feel like there's someone out there that believes in that person, and make them feel like their well-being is truly who they are. It was nice talking to you. Yeah, Brian. Are you going off, Brian, or are you gonna still stay here for a bit? Unless you wanted to stay or go, let me know. Because at the end of the day, I got 1 more hour to go. I know, 1 more hour for this session, because I'm building like a scheduled routine from the start today. And I know it's not easy to have like these moments, like when you feel down, you don't know who you are, because you feel like you just feel lost. You feel like lost in your head. You feel like you can't even find out like what you're thinking exactly, or you lost your appetite and your hobbies. Like, it's hard, because like going through like a breakup it's painful, because I'm going through a breakup right now as well. So I know it's not easy for me, because it's still fresh in my head. It's still fresh. Sometimes I cry, but sometimes I snap out, and sometimes I like feel very good or not, because I know that if I wanted to feel amazing, like today, like just so today, I did an incredible job on my makeup today. My lashes are done on fleek, I'm looking really nice, because there's other days out there with him, my ex, I look like a zombie. Like, my face looks like petal and everything. It doesn't look like it's like right now, glowy, like I'm alive, And right now, like, being self-caring, like doing something nice, like just so like what hobbies you like, to do, like your video games, you hang out with friends, you do things like the gym and stuff, those things can actually like make you feel like positive in a way. But I feel like therapy talking is very good as well, because it relieves a lot of your emotions, and I believe like everyone should do it, like it's good, because women do it a lot. Why does men suppress it? It's not good. I'm concerned for men's mental health as well, because I feel like I can be a good therapist to them, but I don't want to be a therapist, like a psychologist for humans. Are you friendship me? What do you mean by friendship? I'm just saying, yeah, I like to have friends right now. I like to be friends with anyone right now, just like, because I just got out of a relationship, so I take things easy. I don't want to take things personally, but I see you as a person. If you wanna follow me or anything, let me know. So I'll follow you if I have to. If you want me to follow you, I'll follow you. There you go. So you can stay in touch with me. So that's fair, yeah. Because I keep my circle very close. Like, why is my followers so low, and why is my big followers big? Because I only follow people who deserve my my attention. You can say that my attention is like not free, because I value my attentions. But at the end of the day, I know it's hard to show love with someone, and you don't know who that person is. Like, who knows, like, where you will find your love? Because, like, I never seek for my love right now. Because ever since I seek for love, it always fails for me. It always, like, backfires on me. People, like, just like put me through, like, rejections, and make me feel like, and I don't like rejecting people. I don't like doing it. It's bad. Rejecting people is like, makes me feel really, like, because I can feel their emotions as well, because I'm empathic, so I'm like, well, I don't want to make you feel that way, I want you to feel loved, in a way, when someone wants me, because at the end, but I could tell when someone's playing or not, so it's hard. But when someone wants me for real, then yeah. Hi, Lexi. Hi. So yeah, so when I come to wanting to be with someone, I take my time to observe that person first, because I don't want to rush, because back in the days I used to rush back then. It turned out very disaster. The people just lost attention from me. They don't want to be with me. They're just lusting on me. It was lust. So yeah. So I want people to know, if they want to be on a true base, private session, blah 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 with me, it takes time, because I don't know how I'm going to do private sessions with people, because I don't like to make private sessions right now, because I want to be like open up with people first, because like my time's really important, and I'm giving out free advice, and free loving energy out there, just to be free, because majority of psychologists out there, they don't really relate and bounce back and forth to make you feel like, okay, we can relate together in a way. They just listen to you and follow this kind of weird protocols called, like, okay, we observe you, and there's no emotions and connecting together. Don't you think that way? It's like really hard, because I've been through psychologies in the past, and I've been through those times with those ones, and it just like feels like it's disconnected. It feels like you're just like putting out your PDF for them to listen to you, but you don't really know how they feel about you, or know what you're going through. They're just listening like a robot, and that's how I feel. I want to make sure that my sessions are here feel like it's a phenomenal experience that you don't get with those psychologists. And that's why I wanted to make a difference for someone who wants to feel love in a way. Because I believe my heart's big, but I can't give out to everyone right now, because I know at the end of the day, someone's gonna really like try to make me fall head over heels for them, and it's gonna be hard, because like I don't know exactly how it's gonna be, but I know that love, it's there for me at some point down the track. But I'm just gonna be taking my time to heal right now, because I am in a healing stage like you as well. Because like it's not like it's not like you know, like I have a perfect relationship, you know, with a partner and stuff, you know. I don't, because I've been through a lot, and to get to where I am here today to share my stories, you know. Okay, so how is everyone here besides you, Brian? I'm just gonna rest my voice for a bit. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna get some water and come back, okay? Love is within. The only way to give love is love yourself first. That's true. I've already said that before, but I like to say, hey, let's go back again with it. You know, like love is within. The only way to love yourself first before you can love someone else. But like, you know, like if you can love God first, it will be good as well, because like loving God is really good and amazing. And I have a very soft, strong heart for like God, but I don't want to say much about God right now, because this is a relationship with humans right now. But with me and God, it's a very good one, because I know for a fact that I like to have good relationships with anything, and I know that when it comes to encountering that person and making them feel very good with the pure love, you know, like the pure heart love, like how people saying Jesus loves you unconditionally. I want to bring that feeling out to people. Yeah, I want to bring that feeling out to people so they can feel love. They feel like amazing that the Holy Spirit gives them love. So yeah. But right now, I just wanted to show kindness and empathy for anyone who is going through a hard time right now, you know, because hard time is not easy, you know. It's hard. It's not easy to feel that way, you know, because I know for a fact that I believe that love needs time to blossom. And not everyone is honest with their hearts, you know. I'm honest with my heart. I'm honest to the ones are out there, you know. So, yeah. But like I said, I love everyone here that is still on here, that's watching me, and that's supporting me, and that's making my day. Because like talking to people that I feel like I heal them with my words makes my day. We are lacking good people today. I come from Generation X. I ain't perfect, not bad, but I'm improving. That's good, Xmas. You know, like, no one's perfect at the end. You know, we all do bad things, you know. But like I said, when it comes to building your relationship with yourself, you know, like, because it's good to build relationship with yourself as well, because self-caring and loving yourself is important as well, because if you can't do it, how can you give it to them? Like, give it to the next lover of yourself, you know, before you receive love back, you know. Because at the end of the day, it takes two parties to make things work. And I've been through like both sex, from one to another, and I know like the whole experience of whatever it is. But I know people keep talking about, like, saying, hey, you gotta stick to this and that, you know, A to Z. But like I said, we should not judge people by what the book says sometimes. Let them be who they are. And therapy chat, yes. Self-chat and therapy chat, yes. Yes. So AI just says self-love and therapy chat. Have you been to therapy chat? Like, there's psychologists out there, and they don't really click with you. You talk to them, they just act like robots around you, and here you are like a PDF profile, you know. Those are the worst ones I've been through. So I know that I want to make an experience for people here that wants to listen to their story, and I listen to their story, and we share, exchange stories to make it feel like a connection there, like building a relationship there, you know, because not everyone knows how to build relationships, you know. And for me, I love being in relationships and wisely, like helping out people with relationships, you know. So that's what I'm here for right now. So in my own free time, I'm doing it for free because I like to help, you know. Do you like Kian? The guy broke my heart. He said he still loves me, but I don't believe him. He neglects my needs. That's why I was not with him. I was never with him, but I was in love with him. You see, like where you love someone who doesn't really give back to you, there you go. Never judge nor hate each other to their own. Just be you and love yourself. Yes, that's what I say. But I'm going to be back for a sec, yeah? I'm just going to get my drink really quick. And then I'm going to come back, you know, because I am thirsty. And my voice is like cracking out because I haven't rested for like 3 hours straight. But it's going good. I like this kind of like thing going on. And connecting with all yous here. So, yeah. I'll be back 1 second. I'm here in my bed, so... Wow. You seem good. Yeah. Yeah, I seem good. But I just want to catch my breath and gain my energy back a bit, you know, because I've been on here for the last 2 hours. And I'm used to talking, but like, it takes a lot of my energy to relax and talk, but I'm relaxed and talking as well. But like, I'm just being myself here and just showing you who I am as a female. So yeah, my feminine energy residues with me, so I like to bring that in with me. Yeah, so I love to say that if anyone wants to like connect, you know, with their problems and stories, let me know how they feel, you know, because I wanted to see how they feel with their stories. Like right now, like if you have any traumas, problems or anything, you can let them out to me and I'll just, you know, heal you in a way. But I won't be praying on here because I don't want to pray too much right now on here because it's not supposed to be a praying session here. But if anyone wants a free prayer, I can just do one quick one here. Okay, so I'll do the quick one here. So I ask for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to bless everyone here through the name of Jesus and the angels here, to light up everyone here in this room, to give them the glory, the love, and the peace and joy through Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. There you go. So, would you like to be inviting up here? So, let's see. Anyone wants to invite up here, just let me know. If you want to join, let me know. But, yeah, so, like I said, I went through a lot of love, and it was not really working out for me. Loving from boys, you know, Kian was like my first crush and true love for a boy that I really love, you know, because my first boyfriend was like more like, okay, I cut your eyes, I like you, I want you. But with Kian, it was like, wow, I want him. Like, I really want him. My English not too good. Yeah. It's okay if you don't want to talk on live, it's fine. You can talk by communicating with your text and stuff, you know, it's fine if you can't speak good English, because I can pick up clues and hints, you know. It's alright. It's all good. It's all good, Brian. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Like I said, at the end of the day, whoever wants to connect with a person and talk to that person and letting them know how it feels, you know, because like sometimes like not everyone understands a person. It takes one and another to understand by exchanging communication around. I like to give like funny quotes sometimes when I'm talking as well, but like I said, this is like being me on here, so I'm just not gonna fake anything around here, just be me, you know, because like being a Christian lady, it's hard, because like, you know, you gotta devote it to Christ, and I did, and that's where I, you know, I'm with Jesus, you know, I was being delivered and everything, so yeah, and that's why my relationship with Jesus is very good and strong. If you love the way you love, if you get it, how can you feel? If you love the way you love, if you get it, how would you feel? If I love the way how someone gives back to me, the way how I love them, I would feel super incredible. I would feel so happy and relieved. I feel like on this earth, like I would melt myself down for the person who would love me unconditionally and just like show me that they really want me and dedicate to me no matter what, through thick and thin, through blood, for everything. Because like loving someone who doesn't really like who wouldn't sacrifice for you and take a bullet for you, it's sad. Because like if I love that person truly, I will take a bullet for that person, like for real. Like I would sacrifice myself to keep that person alive. Like just say like my partner, I got him off jail. Like he was gonna go to jail. My ex-partner, I got him off jail. Like I took him away from it. I saved his life. And sometimes the one you love finds someone else, and sometimes the one you find someone else. Sometimes if the ones that you love find someone else, then it was meant to be not true for you. Because sometimes like God makes you see things like loving a person. I'm not saying God, I'm just saying sometimes you see a person who loves you, they love you, but the thing is like they're not really truly meant for you because the faith was not there for you and them. If you have someone who has faith and you have faith with them and it comes together aligned, then that's truly holy. Because like not everyone has that true faith where they find their true love. And true love is hard to find these days. It's hard because not everyone loves, you know, you for who you are. They just love superficial things like money and cash and cars and fancy houses and stuff. Those are the things that I really don't really care, because like it's not my thing that I really want to, you know, see, because I'd rather save animals' lives. That's my thing. And build a worldwide center for them so they can like stop their relationship with their, you know, human beings and make them better. Yeah, so I know it's hard. But right now I know love is, you know, it's hard to find. Everyone who wants to find love, it doesn't equip itself, you know, because like when you know someone loves you, you know, by their way they talk to you softly, gently, like, you know, they're very like messaging you more often. They put their attentions like this look. See that look? You see that look when I look at someone like that? It means I like them. You know, like someone who gives you that really like sexy stare, like, yeah, like that. You see that? When someone really does that to you, like a girl that does that to you, like whatever it is, because I'm talking to you because you're a guy and I'm a girl, and I want to show you like signs like that. If she wants you in a way, then you feel it, you know? You know, like if she smiles at you in a way, like, yeah, like that, you know, like, yeah. Things are like subtle things, because I don't want to talk about like, okay, this is how a girl's like, because I talk about my perspective because I know how it's like to be. So yeah, some comments in this live were filtered to protect their community experience. So some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Okay, interesting. 1 second. Wait, am I alive or what? Wait, some filters on here? Wait. I don't know. Can anyone understand that, you know? I wonder what someone wrote on here that made the comments filter itself. But like I said, you know, when someone really wants to make love with you, they will give you that passionate look like this, and they'll go for the kiss, you know, like, or whatever it is, you know, because like majority of times, you know, when someone talks to you, like they talk to you like this, like you're a baby, you're like, oh, Gucci good, how do you feel right now, Gucci good, you know, they talk softly to you, like, you know, like a baby talk to you, you know, everyone, because like mommies baby talk to you like babies, but like when it comes to like kids, like I fulfill their emotional needs first before anything else happens with kids, you know, because I know when it comes to with them, it takes, you know, courage to have them open up to me. And when the kids are opening up to me, they were very open up, like they tell me the secrets from their mom, because I'm the stepmom, you know, because I'm the cool mom. So I let them open up to me, and they'll share me anything because I connect in tune with them, like how it was like kid to kid kind of thing, like mommy to like kid. But the thing is, yeah, like that's the kind of mom I am. I'm the kind of like mom that is like more like emotionally supportive, fulfilling your needs and be there for you, and just like a best friend that can talk to you. And that's how I feel when it comes to being a mother, because I've experienced being a mother, so it's not really hard, but it's like my instinct to kick in as a mom. It's like everyone said they like to be a mom, but they're not really good moms, because like even if they have kids, and I don't have the kids, but I still have the instinct to know how to be a mom better than those other moms, because like just so like someone like they have kids, yeah, on the news, and you see them, you know, unaliving those kids, it's not okay. So yeah, but like I feel sorry for those kids that were being unalived by the mom, you know, recently, not too long ago, on the news on Australia. It was sad because like these daughters out there, you know, were unalive. And I used to have a daughter that's a stepdaughter, and she was like my favorite daughter that sees me as her favorite mom, you know, because like she likes everything. And you know when kids like tell you like they bring chocolates for you and they'll save it for you? Those are the best moments I see, because like they love to see you as like their favorite. So they will save anything for you. So that's what I gain out of them. And I, buy them toys, buy them toys, like buy them like anything that makes them happy, because I like to spoil the kids. And I like to like talk to them one-on-one, kiss them before they go to bed, And yeah, so I used to have 3 kids, step-kids, you could say that. But I don't want to name out the names right now because it's, private, confidential. But I had like 2 daughters and a son. And it was really fun to manage and parenting them. But like I just love like being with kids and being a mom. But the thing is, I love finding a true partner that I can do it with. And I think like one day I'm gonna have kids, of my own. It's just like a boy and a girl, because I know it's gonna be a boy and a girl. Even though I can't bear it out of my body, but it could be from somewhere else, so it's fine. It's not really an issue, because like I'll raise it like it's my blood. But yeah, I find it really fun to, just connect with everyone here. And I love that you love to feel like what I'm going through and telling you how my story is like. But like the next 30 minutes here, I wanted to talk about like if anyone has any issues here about their problems of their relationships or things that didn't work out, you can comment on here and I'll just answer for you. Or else if you want to be on live, let me know how it's like, because I wouldn't mind having someone here that wants to chat with me and knows how I feel, But yeah, because I want to feel them as well and know how they're going through. Hello, how you doing over there? Who's this person? Japanese, I can't read Japanese. Yeah, so basically I'm here just to tell everyone that I am gonna share my advice. If you want to share your advice, you can with me, and I'm here to exchange advice as well if you want. But I'm here to listen to your story if I have to. Mainly on relationships, so yeah. I just know for a fact the worst relationship I've ever been through. Let's talk about my worst. The worst relationship I've been through was with this Scorpio guy. He was it was like 40 something and I was like 28. And at that time, I met him through a psych ward, so it was really bad. But the thing is, like, I was, like, not really well myself at the time, and he was, like, really there for me that day, supporting me and emotionally connected with me and fulfilling my needs. And then that's when we click. And that's when we click and we come together to be where we are, but he was really a person who does drugs, so it was not really good for me. If a person is alone, no one will accompany him. If a person is alone, no one accompany him. When a person is alone, because like sometimes like there's like service out there that can talk to people, but I'm not sure where your place is, because but that has service like that can connect and talk to someone that can make you feel like not alone, because everyone here needs to talk, like and express their emotions and exchange their emotions together to make them feel better, because that's what matters the most. Because I feel that, when it comes to exchanging emotions and connecting with emotions, like you want to feel the person's vibe, but not everyone can feel people's vibe, because everyone's mind is differently and runs differently. Because like majority of times the females feel more than the male feel, but sometimes male have the energy of a female, can feel like a female as well. So that's really good. Sometimes like, let's just say like the guys that I am attracted to, let's just say that wanna know like what kind of guys am I attracted to? I'm attracted to soft, feminine guys that are very like gentle, not too masculine, but just like very like soft like a teddy bear. That's why I always say like I love teddy bears because I would trade a ring for a teddy bear if I have to. I'll tell you that. Because teddy bears make me happy more than a ring itself. And everyone say like, oh, you're crazy. You know, rings are more expensive than a teddy bear. But teddy bears resembles me of a father figure, caring, protective provider that really helps me, make me feel safe. And that's why I feel safe on that occasion to feel like that. You know, like the people I was attracted to, these boys out there, you know, they have like soft features, emotional as well. Like besides the rough, masculine, toxic energy, the ones that really doesn't really click my vibes, you know, those ones are my bad relationship history or dates, you know, because I've been through bad ones out there, you know, the ones that doesn't really residue with my energy. But I love like relationships where I have one of the best perfect relationship, but he cheated on me, you know, like the guy, he bought me a teddy bear, perfume, fancy restaurants. Everyone keeps saying like, everyone keeps saying that guys that brings you to fancy restaurants and takes you out on dates like a honeymoon thing, kind of like gives you perfumes, teddy bears, necklace, everything like that. But for me, it was a bracelet. First impression, he brought me a bracelet, and all that stuff. It was like it was like experiencing a dream come true from a story movie or something. But it felt like that. And then that was my experience to have my first boyfriend that did it with me, and he was a German guy, and he was very gentle and very nice looking as well. But the thing is, like, he has his attention on someone else, and that really makes me boil the time. Yeah, but at the end of the day, things didn't work out, so I have to end it with him. If someone comes to me, I will definitely accept them. Yeah, you really? Like, come in which way? Like, come to wanting to be with you? Sometimes, like, remember, you can't just, like, let everyone in. You can't just say, hey, this girl will love you. Because at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, when someone is, you know, like, when someone comes in and go, you have to observe who they are. Because remember, if you let the bad seed in, they can destroy you. If you let the good seed in, you know, they will make you better. So Kai says I'm cute. Hi Kai. So yeah. But the thing is, like, people calling me cute, beautiful, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just like a compliment. But the thing is, like, sometimes, like, if they call me like something else, you know, like haughty, blah blah blah, you know, it just rubs me the wrong way. You know, like, you know how when someone sexualizes me in a way, I can pick up on the energy right away. If someone does something like good with me by talking genuinely with their heart and telling me how they feel about me, then I'll consider it. But the thing is, like, I will not, you know, like, make them feel bad. I'll just say, hey, maybe there's something else better for them because something doesn't click with me. So yeah. But at the end of the day, I really, really appreciate everyone here that's watching and that's like here for me. And on this live almost finishing in half an hour. Because like I've been here for like the last from 5 p.m. Australian time to now. And it's like really like hard to you know, connect with the life, you know, because I never been this long of my life being on 3 hours straight. But I want to make it like a 3-hour session so everyone gets a chance to like see me here. Because like not everyone can do stuff like this, like put themselves on the camera and talk to themselves non-stop, like how they are and connecting to themselves. But you know, with people, especially with people, because like if no one's watching and you're talking to the wall, it's just the same as how I'm talking to the wall. Because like I used to talk to the wall all the time, and I used to have like no one to talk to, so I talk to myself, and that's how I like learn how to communicate better than the rest of the others out there. So yeah. So if anyone wants to connect, let's see if it's really one kind of gonna present. So I just feel like really, really exhausted tonight for the night, because like I just want to say to you that I just got my lashes done today. I did it myself, you know, like my extensions, you know. And for those who don't know, extension is like these lashes you put on. It stays for like days and days and days, you know. That's how I have to have the skills to do it, because like being pretty is not easy. You gotta have the skills to do it, you know. Like it's hard, you know, being pretty, because like pretty privilege gives you something like to do with people being nice to you because you're pretty, something that looks nice because you look good. Because like, you know, everyone has their own beauty. I'm just saying, remember, we're all beautiful at the end of the day, no matter what. But what's in your heart matters the most, because a person with a pretty face but with a bad heart, you know, does not make good relationships, you know, because that's bad, you know. Because I know for a fact that I've seen people who have bad hearts and they look good. I've seen it all. So it doesn't bother me anymore, you know, because I just know that I love someone for who they are, regardless of what they are. If I was going to be with someone, it could be anything, as long as like it has the emotional connection and makes me feel alive, you know, and it has like a bit of attraction to what I like, you know. Just say like I like Asians, you can say Asians, because back then I used to like all different kind of race, you know, but then now I'm sticking to my own kind, because the reason why I like my own kind is because I feel like they can click with me better, and they know how to show genuine soft love to me more than the rest of them, because I've been through a lot of bad ones out there, you know, and it just doesn't really click with me, you know. But yeah, I know at the end it's not easy to show love, you know, because love, I don't really show it easy to people, but I am vulnerable here as well, telling you how I am to the public with what I am, because you guys deserve to hear how I feel about what I am and what my ideal of who I want, you know, in life, you know, because it's good, but you know, I don't have a preference, but I do have some preference. It's just like I'm not really too picky, you know. I'm not like, you know, too fake, you know, just say that, you know. I just feel like at the end of the day, the love, it's not easy as the things. Yeah. Xena is therapy chat. Yes. Yeah. Who like Xena is therapy chat. You know, you know, like it's fun to have a therapy chat, you know. Because not everyone like loves to love you for what you are, but then remember, the ones that love you unconditionally and follow you through your hopes and dreams and make you feel better about yourself, keep them. So right now, I just feel like I just feel like I can residue my energy around you is here. All you that are watching here, I feel like I've healed a lot of people's energy and their hearts are residuing to my soft energy here today. Because I feel my best when I'm in my soft energy. If I'm in my masculine energy, it makes me feel like not easy, uneasy. Like it makes me feel so stiff, so tense, you know. And that makes it hard for me to like build myself to be where I am, you know. But like, I know it's not easy, but yeah, it's hard. But like I said, at the end of the day, you know, I'm here to give you the right love amount of care and showing you the right advice that I feel that I can do and show you that I genuinely care for others even though I haven't met them. I wouldn't call people strangers, but I call them like people that are here, like a family, you know, like I treat them like a family, you know. So that's how it is. Right now, I know that it's hard to get love, but love takes a lot of energy. When it comes to like falling in love, you know, don't you find it really hard to? Don't you find it hard when you fall in love? You feel sick sometimes because you feel like sometimes people can like destroy your heart because something they said to you can really hurt your feelings, you know. Because that's what I feel. That's what I feel. I feel really scared to love, you know, because I'm not afraid, but I'm scared to get hurt again. But like, human love is different to spiritual God love, you know, because God love is like more like you gotta obey and follow the rules. And I know it's not easy, you know, like to see that coming up, you know. So right now, I just know that at the end of the day, I am very, very relaxed right now. Just to be here, listening to gentle music, you know, just to feel relaxed, you know, and being home alone, you know, just to tell you how I feel from my relationship experience right now is a bit rocky from the breakup, you know. It's, you know, especially like when your partner is like doing like the drugs, you know, drugs like, you know, the illegal drugs, and making you feel very not easy because like, you know, like you have to take it with them and stuff, you know. It's not okay because like that's what I had to go through, and I feel like I deserve to be, you know, like saved in a way, because I feel like every time I've been saved, it makes me feel unsaved. Like someone hasn't saved me from you know, doing this stuff, you know, the bad things to my body. But for me, I feel like it takes a lot of efforts, you know, to make love, you know, to make love with someone. It takes a lot because I'm trying to heal and trying to heal that person. And when I'm healing, it just feels really hard, like just to heal, you know, like the person that was doing drugs. It was sad. It was really sad. Someone's here wants to invite. Let's see if they want to come. Say invite. Someone doesn't want to talk, so it's fine. So we got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. If anyone wants to talk for the next 15 minutes with me, let me know. Otherwise, you know, I'm going off live very soon. going off exactly the time as it is, like how it is, like on a show, you know, because I would not have anything else unscheduled, but I'll schedule it so it's easy, so people can listen and feel things on the vibe, you know. Because like when you feel relaxed, you feel like the gentle energy around you and everything that's going good, you know. It makes everyone feel happy here, you know, because I want people to feel happy with themselves, you know, that they feel like love can shine, you know, from a person's soothing voice, making them feel like they want to sleep on the life, you know, because that's what I feel like. I want people to feel like relaxed and just chill. Yeah, so I feel amazing to even be on here, but the best thing I did was be on here and people watch me and, you know, listening to my advice and feeling like it's resolved the energy. So I'm very happy for today that I've done that, and I feel like it makes me feel good that I can be more like, you know, like myself around anyone here, because I'm very shy, like, to be honest. Like, even in person, even on cameras, I'm shy as well. Like, I feel very like, where is these people out there, you know? Because yeah, encourage your viewers to share your live, to invite more friends. If you guys want to invite more friends or anything right here for the next 10 minutes, let me know. If not, let me know, because I know it's hard to be here with this live here, because I know that the way how I talk, you know, is, it makes me feel like something's going on. One second. Like, I feel like I can do better with my communication skills sometimes, because I'm still nervous, and I feel like I'm not talking to the phone as much because I feel like I'm stiffing around. But when I talk, you know, I move my body around and residue my energy and my resonance around just to make you feel how I feel. Yeah, so I know it's not easy to come out that way, but you know, when someone is there to give you the heart and soul of love, you know, it just feels a miracle. It just feels amazing. Like, when someone gives you their heart and soul, it just feels amazing. Like, it just feels like you're being loved, like godly in a way. It just feels good. And at the end of the day, I just wanted to just relax, just be gentle, you know, like, for the night, you know, just keep it very easy for now, because like the last 2 hours and a half we've been talking about like relationship advice, more like my personal stories on relationships as well, sharing others' personal relationship stories so I can like relate to them and give them plenty of advice on my point of view, you know, because I've been through from boy to girl, girl to boy. I've been through both sex relationships, everything. So it's like, it's no difference. It's just like, what preference do you like? What preference do you don't like? I've been through all of it, you know, so it makes me feel like I can do good with it, you know, or I don't know, because like, I just remember that I, right now, went from liking boys to now liking girls. So it's all new to me, liking boys to liking girls. But who knows if I might like boys again. But because I haven't found that emotional connection, you know, like the emotional connection that is coming through that stage where I feel like I can click with that person and make them feel good about with me. But right now, I just feel like I can do better with loving myself and just like doing things that makes me happy, that makes me feel like I can be myself again. Because before then, in this relationship, I was like stuck there for like for days, and being grounded where I can't be free to do what I want. And it's kind of like hard because like not everyone wants to watch what you do, And not everyone wants to like let you do what you do, you know, because like freedom is really important in relationships, you know, because but too much freedom is bad. But like I said, relationships needs freedom. If relationships don't have freedom, it's bad, because at the end of the day, I know for a fact that, you know, if you don't have your boundaries set up, you know, it's hard, because someone can walk over your boundaries and make you feel upset, you know, because that's what happens. But like I said, boundaries, it's really important in relationships, you know, because you want to have someone respect you for who you are, and appreciate you for what you are in your personal space or not, you know, because personal space is really important, because you're in your own bubble. Sometimes you share bubbles, but sometimes you have to be on your own. You have to learn how to be on your own, and sometimes it's hard, because not everyone knows how to be good with the dependence, like being independent, because being independent is hard for everyone that does not know how to be themselves. For once, like being alone and doing things alone without the significant person that is with them, you know. But like I said, at the end of the day, it just takes its time. I know, like I know, it just takes its time to feel it its way that way, you know, because relationship wise, boundaries is important. That's what I'm gonna say. Boundaries. Why? Because you need respect to each other, to learn how to understand how to be independent and be codependent, and be dependent and codependent. So it balances out the thing, you know, because if you can't balance things out, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to balance things out, you know. So yeah. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm still like fresh here on this stream, and I wanted to make it really like more like a therapy talk, so anyone can talk like about the love therapy relationship wisely to me, or even sharing their stories. And I like to hear their stories, because I want to interact with everyone who wants to be nice enough to share their stories with me. But 1 second, I just gotta put this phone call. Okay, so like I said, I like to make everyone feel like engaging with me, because I wanted to engage with them as well. It's not like I'm dishing people, because like most times on streamers, you know, like you see people talk, you know, you see them watch you, but you don't understand if they really want to watch you or not, or make fun of you. Because bullying is bad, and I don't like to see people bully people. But like I said, I like to engage people here to talk about their stories, because I want to hear their stories, so it can relate to me, so we can be both free from tensions and let's just say tensions and stress and everything that is from the energy through holding all those kind of energy and feelings from. Yeah, so I feel like it takes a lot of time to communicate for a long time, because like not everyone's up for a 3 hour talk, you know, talking like for 3 hours straight. But I'm able to do it because I believe that if I can hear a story here that makes me feel like they are traumatized and they need someone to talk to them, and then if I can do that, then I feel relief of myself, that I feel proud, proud, but not like being pridefully, but proud of like being successfully helping someone, healing them by healing their soul. Because like not everyone can talk on a soul connection, and it takes a long time to build that connection, you know. But like at the end of the day, I know that everyone here is like, wow, she's talking like absolutely like amazing, like wow, her energy is residuing with me. I can relate, because I know how you guys are feeling, because I can feel your vibes from my vibes, you know, like from seeing your energy here, and can predict what you guys are feeling from. No, thank you. I don't want to codependent into that thing, you know. But like I said, if I talk to someone, I want to hear a one-on-one. I want to have like someone who does battles, you know, like all that stuff, you know, because I want to make this live chat like a show, where you feel like it's a free counseling online. You can talk about anything you want, and it feels fun to engage all together. Because sometimes like being alone one-on-one is it's not enough, you know, because you want to make friends as well here. So that's what I want to make it feel like. It's a family here. You guys can talk about whatever you guys want about relationships, you know, and I can like do whatever I want with you and tell you what I feel about you and stuff, you know. So yeah. But like I said, it's 4 minutes left, and I'm so relaxed here, just hearing like my voice here. It suits me as well, and it makes me feel like relaxing. And I'm gonna have a dinner night after night tonight. So yeah, I can't wait to have like my late dinner tonight because of being on here, you know, because I haven't had dinner yet, but my brain needs food, because without food, when I say like self-love, like if you don't self-love yourself and put food in your body, you can't like think sometimes, because the brain can't think. And when the brain can't think, they will not communicate properly in a way. So that's why I said, if you can communicate properly, it'll be good. In terms like just say talking, because I chat a lot and I'm like a chatterbox. It's hard. But I love to enjoy as well listening, and enjoy relating, and enjoy just making you feel how you feel and where you come from, you know. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired and I just want to eat, remove my face off a bit after this makeup and stuff, you know, and go to and relax from this whole day. So I just want to make sure everything is fine for you, everyone here, because I'm very selfless here. I feel like I put people first before me. So that's what I feel, because I want them to know how it feels that way. Your eyes are crying. No, it's the light. You know the light? But I feel emotional, like yeah, because it's sweating here, but I do look like I'm crying in a way, but I'm not. Yeah, so, but it was really, really good to even be on here as well. So, you know, like, to have you here as well, Brian, because Brian, without you here as well, couldn't make my day better if I couldn't heal you. But healing you makes me feel better about making you feel about like good about yourself, you know, because like that's how I feel. I feel good with you here. So yeah, I know it's not easy, but the hardest thing is to end a life when at certain times. So yeah, but I know that if you want to watch my life again the next time, tomorrow or the next day, I'm always here for you. Like I'm trying to be productive with my life on the 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. here. So yeah, so we can talk about relationships wisely, anything, and it can be very fun, and it can be very like challenging, different topics, but mainly relationship and mental health wisely, if I have to say that. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I know it's not easy to end his life, but I know that I don't want to let you guys go, but I have to at some point. But yeah, but like at the end of the day, I know healing everyone here makes me happy, and I appreciate everyone here that's watching. Okay, so all the best for everyone here, even you, Brian. All the best, okay? And I will get off this live, and I will get on tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if anyone's here from tomorrow, I'll release the whole same thing just to make it look like it's a show. Story 1 to episode 2, 3, whatever it is called, from live stream. okay? So love y'alls. Mwah. Love y'alls. Mwah. Love you. All right, bye.